This episode was kind of boring to me, very filler. One of the best scenes was with Giselle and Monique. Good sit down, very grown woman stuff. What's the end game with Stacey? Because I'm actually tired of talking about her being we all know how she is. We know how she gets down. Um, Ashley, do you just need a storyline? Is that what this is? Because girl.
Welcome to the Asia Esterak Hour, where film meets conspiracy and pop culture gets a reality check. From sharp recaps to sci-fi theories and media deep dives, Asia Esterak serves it unfiltered. Let the binge begin.
All right. Welcome back to the Asia Esterak Hour. I'm Asia Esterak. All right. The Real Housewives of Potomac, season 10, episode 10. This episode was very boring to me. I watched it this morning and I was like, I'm not gonna go through each scene because I felt like not a lot happened. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. So we open the episode with Giselle at this car dealership. She's looking to get an electrical, I guess, G-Wagon, electric G-Wagon. Wendy meets her there. They have a whole conversation about Stacey. Giselle, I've grown to really like you, but I do feel like sometimes you are a dog with a bone. I don't understand the obsession with Stacey. Listen, Stacey lies about shit. That's pretty apparent. And she sticks to the lie. I would put somebody like her on the shelf. I said this in other reviews. She'd be somebody I kiki with at a party, talk about surface shit with, and keep it moving. Treat her like a coworker. I don't know. It's funny though because Wendy really likes her, which is wild. You would think Wendy wouldn't like somebody like her, but she does like Stacey. Even despite the whole cannabis thing, Shio thing. But Wendy said some real shit in the scene. She was like, "You guys keep jumping on her." She's right. She's right. Because let's keep it real. That reasonable shady party, that was unnecessary. And then when Cookie showed up, it was very messy. My thing is, what do you guys want? Stacey is sticking to her lies. Let her live in that land. Let her live in that land. She clearly doesn't want to come. She doesn't want to come clean about Chris Samuels, which is wild to me because he's telling people the opposite of what she's telling, which is crazy. I'm like, clearly y'all two didn't have a conversation to get your story straight, but okay. Um. Anyway, after that, we have a quick scene with Tia. She's still, of course, hesitant about her friendship with Stacey as well. Stacey actually invited the ladies all in a group text to her cannabis gummies launch for Shio. Um, Tia talks about being reluctant to go. I'm not going in sequence. There was a scene with Angel and Greg and Kay's mom. Greg apparently is buying Kiarna a ring and she's moving back in with him. Cute little scene. Every time I see Angel, I'm shocked that Angel was friends with her for 20 years. Like, I would be friends with her for 20 minutes. She's annoying. But anyway, we didn't get to see a lot of her. We saw none of Kay in this episode. I didn't get to see my girl at all. But Kay, this wasn't your best season. I love you, but girl, they eating you up online, child. I still love you. So we get to Ashley and Josh. Ashley and Josh meet up. So this was an interesting scene. So Josh, I believe, is 10 years younger than Ashley. Is that what she said? Not 10 years, maybe 5, 6. He's younger than her, and it's pretty obvious. She basically kind of breaks up with him or just tells him, like, I don't know if this is going to work. Here's the reality. When you are of a certain age, dating a younger person, especially being a woman, dating a younger man can be very tricky. And with Ashley, she's already been married and she has her kids. And she tells him, like, I know you want to have children. And if we were to have kids together, realistically, it would have to be in the next year and a half or so. And I just don't think you're ready. And her whole thing too is being financially stable, which clearly he is not. Ashley reveals that she takes care of several members of her family and she doesn't want to be like her mom. You know, her mom is still with the alcoholic dude that her and Michael were fighting about. Shit, what, 10 seasons ago? 9 seasons ago? Something like that. So she doesn't want to be in the same predicament as her mom. I totally understand that. And here's the thing too. I love and hate Ashley, but Ashley really has grown a lot since her first season, and she's very grown woman. She's still petty. She's still that petty, immature Gemini bullshit, but she has matured a lot as well. And you could definitely see it in this scene. Just the dynamic with her and Josh was totally different. He seemed like a little kid talking to her. Um, she talked about how they haven't been on a trip together, and he's like, "Well, I was going to invite you to Pittsburgh a few weeks ago," and she's like, "No, like an away trip. But what are we doing this week? Let's do something this weekend." And she's just like, "Girl, I don't know. I think it's hard if you date a younger man, especially if you're on a reality television show and your ex-husband is a fucking gazillionaire and you got 2 kids with him. I totally understand. Ashley don't want to end up broke and if she does end up broke, she wants her partner to be able to take over if in the event that would happen. She doesn't feel safe with Josh because she doesn't think that would happen. Totally understandable. Josh is he was fun for the moment, but they need to move on. And you could tell he didn't like that she talked about the next woman he would be with. Um, it's a hard pill to swallow, but it is the reality of their situation. It is what it is. And let's keep it real. Anybody that watched Love Hotel, Ashley be the first to tell you she has daddy issues. That's why she's attracted to older men. So it's kind of crazy that she got with a younger guy because that's not really her thing. She don't even get down like that. She was getting even before Michael. And she said, I don't know, maybe I'll end up with an older man or a woman. I could see Ashley with a woman. I really could. And good for her. Do your thing, Ashley. It was a good scene. So anyway, Ashley has a scene with her half sister, her sister with whose dad is her mom's boyfriend that she doesn't like. We find out in that first of all, her sister's adorable. She reminds me of her mom. She looks just like her mom. She's cute. But you learn in this scene that the daughter got an issue with her own daddy because of the drinking and the nonsense. She actually starts crying. That's an interesting dynamic, and it makes you wonder where Ashley's mom's self-esteem is. You know what I mean? To be with a man for that long who doesn't work and just drinks. And then we found out in last week's episode that her mom pretty much is a workaholic and works all the time. So I don't know. I wouldn't may that type of love never find me. Please. Never. Um so Stacy has her little event. Um Obviously the event is going to go into next episode because it kind of was the last like 10 minutes of the episode. But basically, they get to the event. Ashley gets there, and of course, she confronts Stacy about her. Or no, I'm sorry. So Stacy's like, "I want to pull you aside so we can talk." So they start talking because Stacy's like, "Where do you and I go from here?" And I'm with Stacy. Where do we go from here, girl? You got all these bars for me. So where do we stand? Ashley's like, I just want you to be truthful. And Stacy's like, and I don't want you to be hateful. So they're like talking at the same time. It was very juvenile, very silly. The episode kind of ended there. Here's my thing. What is the resolve with Stacy? Like Wendy said, you guys keep jumping on her. It's true. What either you take her for who she is or you keep it pushing. It's very obvious Stacy is on some other time. Stacy is not truthful. She's done it several times. Listen, I like Stacy. She's annoying as hell, but she's good TV. And it's obvious she got an issue telling the truth or the full truth. She clearly is never going to come clean about the Chris Samuels shit. It is what it is. And that's the other thing. So that was what I left out. So she, in the opening scene, I think after her in the Giselle and Wendy scene, she has a scene with her friend. Her friend is hilarious because he was like, y'all old asses is arguing over that. Stacy tells her friend, someone is saying, or Kay and Ashley are of the position that I'm going back and telling Chris Samuels certain things that we've said. You are. You clearly are. They tried to say it was Kiarna last week, and I'm like, girl, bye. Why would she do that? Stacy, it just reads you. And I'm sorry, but when Charisse called Chris Samuels and the comment that he made, it just sounded like a lie to me. It just did. It really just did. I don't know about Chris Samuels. The fact that he's going around telling people that him and Stacy have dated and have been together and she's saying not is really wild. Is really wild. Let's keep it real. Men don't lie on their penis like that. I don't know if they've slept together or not, But I don't think he's lying. I think she's trying to save face. It's very obvious Monique doesn't care. So I don't know what the issue is. Well, we know what the issue is because you're still married, darling. Because they're not divorced anymore. Or no, they are divorced, but they're, I don't know. Anyway. Um, I just I really this episode let me know that this needs to be Ashley's last season. Ashley, I enjoy you, but you have nothing going on the show. You don't. And I've noticed a lot of your storylines are connected to other people's shit, including your mama. It's interesting. Anyway, this episode was boring to me, very boring and slow. Um, what's the resolve with Stacy? What are we doing? And Giselle, I love you, but you can be a dog with a bone. What are we doing? Anyway, what is today? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. I'm debating on reviewing Married to Medicine. I've been watching Married to Medicine since the beginning. But I don't know if I can do the Simone and Quad bullshit another year. Anyway, that had nothing to do with this video, but I thought I would mention it. Anyway, the Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm curious how the rest of this season is gonna go. That episode was trash. It was just boring and filler. It is nothing we didn't know already, pretty much. Anyway, happy Tuesday. Eat a taco, stay hydrated, be nice to each other. And I'm gonna go return these videotapes.